In this episode, I'm going to give you my recommendations for Week 15 of the fantasy basketball season for the Sleeper app. Now let's make some game picks. Welcome to the Game Pick Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I am your host, Robbin Marx. You can connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Game Pick Podcast. If you love points leagues, dynasty, and Sleeper's new game pick format, please consider subscribing on all channels. And also, stick around until the end because I'm going to share the game pick sleeper of the week. Now let's go ahead and jump into big time game picks for week 15 of the NBA season. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has 3 games this week. He has a back-to-back on the Tuesday and Wednesday. Halliburton was banged up for a little bit, but he's back now, and he has not missed a step. His last couple of games, he's been on fire. So I would recommend playing him on the Saturday at Philadelphia. Devin Booker. Devin Booker has 4 games this week, no back-to-backs, and Devin Booker, in my opinion, is a late bloomer for fantasy. He typically starts off with moderate output, sometimes even underperforms, and then in the second half of the season, he picks it up. I've literally won multiple championships with him because of this second half push that he usually does. So my game pick for week 15 for Devin Booker will be Sunday versus San Antonio. It is also his highest projected point total. Rudy Gobert. Rudy has 4 games this week, no back-to-backs, and it's worth noting that he actually injured himself on Sunday's loss to the Warriors, and he has a calf strain, so he is day-to-day. However, I would go ahead and recommend that you play him later in the week, but you want to monitor that calf strain leading up to that game. So my game pick for Rudy Gobert is going to be Friday versus Memphis. Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges has 4 games this week. He has a back-to-back on the Tuesday and Wednesday. Miles Bridges, I just got him in a trade in one of my leagues. He has been beasting. I don't think anyone saw this coming. He definitely took a leap forward, but I think it's the real thing. By the time you get to the All-Star break in the NBA, if someone is performing on this level, it's not really a fluke. It's the real thing. So if he has a bad game, I would recommend throwing some trades out there to see if you can grab Miles Bridges. My game pick recommendation for Miles Bridges is going to be Friday versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Fred VanVleet. Oh my goodness, this is my guy. He has 4 games this week, a back-to-back on the Tuesday and Wednesday. My recommendation for Fred is going to be the Wednesday game at Chicago. Terry Rozier. Terry has 4 games this week, a back-to-back on the Tuesday and Wednesday. My game pick recommendation for Terry Rozier is going to be Friday versus the Los Angeles Lakers. DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell has 4 games this week. He has a back-to-back on the Thursday and Friday, and he's honestly sneaky good. I mean, I've never liked DAngelo Russell in fantasy, but this year he's been super consistent. So if you have him, I would roll him out on the Thursday against the Golden State Warriors. Now, this week's Game Pick Sleeper of the Week is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports, including best ball, daily drafts, and pick'em. Start drafting in minutes for a shot at big cash and an enhanced game-watching experience. Did I mention that Kevin Durant and Mark Cuban invested in Underdog? Once I heard about those cosigns, I had to spread the news. Sign up today and use the code GamePickPodcast. Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. It's like getting free money. Don't miss out on your chance to double up from the jump. To sign up, just download the Underdog Fantasy app on Android or iOS. Now, the Game Pick Sleeper of the Week for Week 15 of the NBA season, Chris Duarte. Chris Duarte has 4 games this week, and he has a back-to-back on a Friday and Saturday. He started off really strong this season, and then when Karis LeVert got healthy, he kind of tapered off. LeVert has been banged up and Brogdon has been in and out of the lineup. So with the trade deadline on the horizon, there's a possibility that Sabonis might get moved. Miles Turner might get moved. At the end of the day, Chris Duarte over the last 3 or 4 games has really been pumping out some numbers. So my game pick recommendation for Chris Duarte for week 15 of the NBA season, Monday at the New Orleans Pelicans. If I did not mention your player, please do me a big favor and drop a comment with your request. I'd love to include your players in the next episode. And also, please join our brand new Discord group if you need help with game picks, trades, dynasty, questions, ESPN, Yahoo, the works. To join, all you have to do is visit bit.ly/gamepickdiscord. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, share with a friend, hit us with a hacksaw Jim Duggan, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Last thing, if you want to support the Game Pick podcast so we can continue to pump out league-winning content, please consider becoming a Patreon member and getting tons of exclusive benefits, including our monthly Dynasty rankings. For more information, please visit patreon.com/gamepickpodcast. Thanks for joining me. I hope you absolutely crush your league this week. Now get out there and make some game picks.